Good day, kids. Welcome back to School Gate. We'll be moving to lesson 6 and a new topic, and the topic is fractions. Fractions of numbers, okay? Our learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to identify like and unlike fractions. Identify numerator and denominator. And instructional material will be making use of New Method Mathematics for Primary School's Book 3. Now, what is a fraction? A fraction is quite different from a whole number, okay? Whole number has to do with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But fractions, when you see something like this, you know it's an example of a fraction. So fraction is one or more parts of a whole. One or more parts of a whole. Now, for example, when you have 1 over 3, that means one part was shaded out of 3, which is the whole. When you see 5 over 6, that means 5 parts were shaded or cut out from the complete whole, which is 6. So fraction has to do with one or more parts of a whole. Are we getting it, kids? So when you see a fraction like this, the number on top is called numerator. What did I say? Numerator. The number above the line is called numerator. The number above this line is called what? Numerator. While the number below the line is called denominator. It's called what? Denominator. The number below the line is called denominator. The number above the line is called numerator. Okay? Alright, kids, so this is what we call a fraction. So this is a shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 parts. But this is a shape. It was divided into 8 parts. And then one part was shaded. So we write it as 1 over 8, which is known as 1/8. Okay? 1/8. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then 3 parts were shaded, which is 1, 2, 3. That's 3 over 6, which can also be half, 1 over 2. That means half of these 6 parts was shaded. And then as we can see this, the whole part was shaded. And that's why it is one whole. Then this next one, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then one part was shaded, is known as 1 over 4, which is 1/4. 1/4. 4 means quarter, okay? So when you see 1 over 4, it means 1/4. If you see 2 over 4, it means 2/4, okay? 2 quarters, 1/4. Then this is 1, 2, but one part was shaded, that's half. 1 over 2, 1/2. And then 1, 2, 3, one part was shaded, 1 over 3, that's 1/3. 1/3. If 2 parts were shaded, it is 2/3. All right? See the way we pronounce each of the fractions. Like and unlike fractions. Like fractions are fractions that have the same denominator. And what did I say denominators are? Denominators are the numbers below the line, okay? The numbers below the line. So when fractions have the same denominators, they are called like fractions. For example, 0 over 4, 1 over 4, 2 over 4, 3 over 3, 2 over 3, 4 over 3. As you can see, they have the same denominator, so they are like fractions. But unlike fractions, hearing the word unlike, that means they do not have the same denominators. They have different denominators. When you have 1 over 3, 3 over 4, 5 over 6, you know these are unlike fractions. They do not have the same denominators. Are we following, kids? So, look at this example. Write the denominators of the following fraction. 1 over 4. What's the denominator there? 4. That's we're talking of the number below the line. And then we have 1 over 3. What's the denominator there? 3. Okay? So we are talking about denominators, numbers below the line. Our evaluation. Write the numerator of the fractions below. These fractions. 1 over 2, 2 over 5, 7 over 16. Write each of their numerators. And then write the denominators of each of these following fractions. 7 over 12, 11 over 16, and 2 over 3. I'll give us a few minutes to know if you understood what we're taught today. Alright kids, our solution. The numerator of 1 over 2, that means the number above the line is what here? 1. And then for 2 over 5 it is what? 2. And then for 7 over 16 it is 7. So if you got this correct, clap for yourself. Write the denominator of the fraction below. 7 over 12. Which one is the denominator? 12. 11 over 16. What's the denominator? 16. 2 over 3. What's the denominator? 3. Alright. So this is how we write numerators and denominators. Alright, so kids, we have come to the end of our lesson. We just introduced fraction, and we said fraction is one or more parts of a whole. For example, when you have 2 over 3, 4 over 5, 6 over 7, these are examples of fraction. Okay, so kids, I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. So we'll see you in our next lesson. Thank you very much.